Welcome back, guys, to Entre Nos. I'm Evelin and my co-hostess,
Alondra.
And I'm so glad you are back.
I know.
How was your vacation?
It was good. It was a lot of fun.
What did y'all do? Before we get into what did you do? Actually, you can tell us everything, like y'all's week over there.
So basically the wedding was done, right? Mm-hmm. Did you have fun? Did you like the wedding?
I liked the wedding,
yeah.
But it was very different. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was very like, let's talk about the wedding. It was a very non-traditional wedding.
Yeah.
It was like not what I expected. But we couldn't believe that y'all had invited us.
Why?
Because when y'all were talking and y'all were saying like, oh, we literally like picked y'all, like, como que tomaron su tiempo en escoger a sus invitados.
Yeah.
I was like, that's crazy, you know, because
like,
we were like, I was like, how, you know, because I was trying to remember whenever you told me that we were invited, you were still cutting Milo's hair, right?
Yeah.
But had we started Entre Nos already?
Yeah, we had already started.
Yeah, because we started, you got engaged in December and Entre Nos started like February, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then you probably told me within those months, right?
Uh-huh.
But yeah, because he's like, Roland's like, it's so crazy because basically like, we only see her like once a week, right? When we do the recording, and he's like, and y'all have grown like y'all's friendship, and I'm like, I know. Yeah. I was like, I couldn't believe it. Like, when we left, I was just like, I'm not gonna lie though, I really liked cuando hicieron la cruz.
Yeah.
Like, I thought that was very
thoughtful.
It was, like, I liked that part. But then when everybody started singing las alabanzas, I just felt so out of place.
Yeah, you're like, what's going on?
I was like, I didn't know the song, you know? But I could see how people were really, like...
They were really on
like, it. Yeah. So the person that we were sitting with, one of them was your client?
They were all my clients. The ones that you were sitting with, they were all my clients.
So it was a couple, right?
Yes, with the three mom. Girls.
Yeah, with the three girls. Uh-huh. So you cut the guy's hair,
yes,
right?
I cut the
dad.
Yeah, he's like my client. He's my number one client.
Oh,
That's
really?
like my brother. Yeah.
What's his name?
Eric.
Eric, you need to propose to your girl.
He did.
He proposed?
Yeah, they're just not married, but he already proposed to her.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, you need to get married. Because whenever one of the guys, the mic guy did really good too.
Yeah, the DJ.
Because he said, las solteras, or I don't know what he said, you know? And then she kind of raised her hand, and I kind of saw her do that. So she started laughing because we made eye contact, right? And then I'm like, go ahead, girl, raise your hand or whatever. Para que, I think era para el ramo, no me acuerdo. But whenever...
O las que no se han casado.
Ajá, something like that. O que no les han hecho una fiesta, I don't know. And then, so I feel like they were on the same boat as us.
Yeah.
When we started hearing everybody with the alabanzas.
I think all my clients. Well, maybe her, no, porque she does go to church a lot. His wife. Oh, okay. Well, not his wife, his fiance. He does go to church a lot. And he grew up in church, right? He just, like, stopped going to church. But I told him, I was like, it's going to be very different. Even my other clients, right?
Well, you told me, and I didn't believe
very
you.
Different.
I believed you as in, like, it's going to be different where it's not going to be, there's not going to be alcohol.
Yeah.
I didn't think that
everything
I didn't expect the wedding the way it went. Like, I thought maybe a few people were gonna dance, but I liked that it was very interactive.
Yeah,
you know, which I was kind of like shitting bricks when you like picked me as one of the 10 to stay up there. I was like, God. And then Roland's looking at me like, man, are you about to dance on this guy or something? Because they sat down. You know what I mean? And he was looking at me, and I'm just like, I don't know. She just like.
She told me to stay.
She picked me. I just was in line.
Because the guys were sitting and the girls were standing.
But before you picked me, I wasn't even close to being 10.
Yes,
because you were. No, you were going down the line. Yeah. Right? That's how you picked me. So the girls in front of me, a lot of them were going to the back. Yeah. So then I'm like, why are they going to the back? And you're like, you're 7. And I'm like, what? I was like, okay, 7 for what? Like,
for your stain.
Yeah. But so I thought it was the fact that there was no dancing, but the games were, there. I thought that was cool. There was one game I didn't like a lot.
Which one?
The one where he focused on like the wedding one, like the marriage, how long they had been together.
¿Cómo?
De las parejas.
Oh, yeah. That took forever.
The only reason I didn't like it is because it took forever, and I feel like it took away from you and Kike.
Yeah.
That's the only reason, because it was cool listening to them, you know.
Yeah, but I think he did ask, like, ¿qué consejo les darían, you know?
Yeah.
Since they've been married for so long.
But one of my favorite ones, I was like shook. I told Rollie when I left, I'm like, do you think you recognize my hand? Like, because that was like, wow. I was nervous because I was like, if Kike gets this wrong,
he's gonna look bad.
Se va a mirar mal.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a lot of pressure. And the fact that he was the only person I feel like made him doubt himself was your sister.
Yes.
Like, I was like, well, duh, they are like fucking twins.
Yeah.
You know, like, se parecen, and your little sister too. I'm just like, oh my God, y'all all look alike. But it was cool. I really liked it. And I thought it was cool too that when we got there, we were actually able to talk to you guys.
Yeah.
Because in a lot of the weddings, like, you can't.
Yeah.
You know, like, we were able to have a conversation or whatever. And I just thought it was cool. Have y'all read the consejos or no?
We haven't, but Kika's like, we'll read them when we go through something. I'm like, bro, why we gotta go through something to start? Like, we gotta prepare, you know?
No, I think y'all should do like, I don't know,
a little date night or something.
Yeah.
And read them.
Yeah, like in like a date night, like, or maybe you should prep a date night for y'all. You know, like or on y'all's 1 month anniversary.
Yeah.
Like as a married couple, you should probably do like a date night and just read them.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah, we have those. Like no son consejos. It was just like but we haven't read them.
Oh,
but because we bought, we're not wine drinkers.
Yeah.
But you know, wine ages well over time.
Yeah.
So we bought a bottle that was supposed to age really good in 10 years.
Yeah.
And that bottle is stored. It's like I have it in like a little thing. And in there están all the cards from our wedding guests.
Oh, so in 10 years, you guys will be able to
read
all that.
In that box is the letter that me and Rolling wrote to each other the day of our wedding.
What the heck? And you guys haven't read it?
And we haven't read it.
That's crazy.
We're supposed to open it in 2026. So in 2 years.
2 years? Because it's supposed to be 2024.
Yeah, in 2 years.
Dude, no falta nada.
I know. I've been, and then my sister saw it last time. She's like, you haven't been tempted to open the box? And I'm like, surprisingly,
y'all should
no.
low-key record.
Oh, yeah.
Podcast while y'all are reading the letter.
It's crazy, though, because people that went to our wedding are no longer here. So I told them...
What do you mean they're dead?
Yeah, they passed away. Like, Roland's grandpa passed away.
Oh, wow.
My step grandpa passed away. Yeah. So I feel like I'm hoping that they took
their time to write
something, you know, even if it's like les deseamos lo mejor or something, but just to have that would be nice. And we did have like one of Roland's tias come from Mexico or whatever for our wedding. I think she's been here after. I'm not sure. And it was just nice. So when I saw that you guys did that, I thought it was really cool.
Yeah.
So me and Roland did, like, we tried to write them in
we
Spanish.
seen it outside and y'all were just like talking to each other.
Yeah, because we were trying to write down like in Spanish, like the stuff, you know. So Roland wrote it. So that's his ugly handwriting. And but we were also worried that Milo was gonna fall in the water.
I know.
I was like,
because he was just looking around, right?
And he was just looking around. Like, he was like, I saw a fish. And I'm like, okay, haz para acá. Like,
yeah. That's what we were scared too. We were like, what if kids like...
But that's on the parents, though. It was like, control your kids, get it together.
Yeah, we did see a lot of little kids también, like, kind of roaming around outside. And we were like, And then I would ask their parents, you know your kid's outside? Like, oh, yeah, he's outside. I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah, no, I think that's like if I would have picked that venue, which it was a really nice venue.
Está bien bonito, right?
That's super nice. Ronnie's like, we should do your birthday here. I'm like, we don't got that money, bro. What are you talking about? But it was a really nice venue. If I would have picked that venue, I would have been thinking the same. Like,
more intimate.
What about the kids?
Oh,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I know Roland would have been like, well, it's not our responsibility. Because it's not, you know. I really liked that it was intimate. The pan dulce went down. I really liked it. Milo didn't like the corn.
¿Cuál pan dulce? ¿O dejar pan dulce?
There was pan dulce.
I didn't really eat, dude.
Yeah.
I probably ate a taco.
Había pan dulce and it was cortado.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think they had the last cup of corn.
Yeah.
And Milo grabbed it, pero ya estaba frío.
Oh, yeah.
And he was just like, I don't like it. So
My
he
favorite...
ate the churros. There was churros too.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang,
you didn't know?
Really?
Yeah.
My favorite was los tacos de chicharrón.
Oh, we didn't eat those.
Why?
Because by the time we were getting there, they were already cleaning up.
Really?
Yeah, because we got there like at 5.
Ya habían comido, right?
But we had already ate. So by the time we sat down, I think you said they're going to be there till 6, no?
Yeah.
And by the time we went, it was like, ya estaban como picking up everything. And then the salsas, they put it in a Ziploc bag.
Yeah.
So Roland's like, I don't want to make a mess and grab salsa. And he doesn't eat his tacos with limon. So he grabbed the limon and he was like, I'm going to just eat it with limon. I was like, all right, whatever. But he said the beans were good. But yeah, I didn't try the other tacos.
No.
I nomás los de, I guess, fajita carne.
Yeah.
But it was nice, though. I really liked it. I did like that. And it was so funny because the DJ obviously didn't know you were a barber, right?
Yeah.
So then when he's like, you're touching... Were you saying the people's names?
Yes. I was like, because I cut everybody's hair. So I was like, this is Luis. This is Alex. This is... Yeah, I knew everyone. And then as soon as I touched Kika's, I was like, oh, yeah, this one's mine. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. Roland's like... That's a piece of cake. Le tocó a Kike bien hard y a ella bien fácil.
I know.
I'm just like, I know. And then I really like, too, that y'all did the... I don't know what it's called, but cuando se limpiaron los pies.
Oh, el lavamiento de pies.
Yeah, I thought that was nice because the way he... Did y'all tell the DJ about these things or no?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we told him. We had like a whole script. Like even the girl that was... ¿Cómo se llama? The coordinator, the one that was coordinating the wedding. She knew about it too. She told the DJ. The DJ knew, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, because when he's like, oh, es algo de...
Un símbolo de humildad.
Yeah. I thought that was nice. Like, I was just like, to Ronnie, would you clean my feet or wash them? And he's like, yeah, but not in front of everybody. I was like, oh my God. But I mean, obviously the way you guys are like into the religion is very different from what we are. Mm-hmm. I have a question though. This is aside from the wedding. But when you go to church, you kneel down y te persinas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you kneel down?
To show your respect to the Lord. He's the king.
But do you have to kneel down?
Yeah.
Okay, so I never knew you were supposed to kneel down.
You can take one knee, like kneel with one knee. You know, you're in front of the king.
You're walking in or what?
Yeah, like, well, before que te metas a tu banca. Before you get inside your banca, you kneel down with one knee. And who tells you this
stuff? Because it's not common sense.
It's not common sense. No. Some people just do like a bow, you know?
That's what I do.
Yeah. But the proper way to do it,
you know?
Yeah. But the proper way to do it is to kneel.
Oh, okay. So we went to Mexico, right?
Uh-huh.
And
oh yeah, you guys went to Mexico right after the
wedding. We left. We left literally the next day, and they didn't even record posted.
Wow.
Because Rob was still out of town because he was working out of town.
Yeah.
So I was gonna replace him, and that's why I was like, well, we do gotta go because I have to go change and everything. And then Ronnie's like, I'm gonna be late. Like she was running late, and then she's like, it's looking like I'm gonna get there like at 10:30 or something. And Ronnie's like. Yeah, and then Ronnie's like, nah. Or she said 10 o'clock or 10:30. I don't remember, but it was later than what we were expecting. She does live super far. Yeah, and she does live far. Mm-hmm. So Ronnie's like, don't worry about it. Like, we just won't record. We won't drop because he had to get his stuff ready because we were leaving to Mexico the next day, right? So then we didn't record. But the reason I'm talking about that is
you went to Mexico to church.
We went to church, yeah. And I didn't. Or like the banca we were at no tenía like a place to kneel or whatever. Yeah. But I never kneel. Mm-hmm. Because I just, antes de meterme, like, you know, I me persino. Yeah. You know? And that's like it. Roland does kneel, but he didn't kneel this time. Okay. But I've never asked him, like, why do you kneel? Or it never crossed my mind to ask.
Oh, do you mean like the little time that you have before mass starts?
Bro, we always get there right on time.
Pero bajas la banca un ratito, right? And then you kneel. Okay, so in that time, you don't have to do that. But that just shows that you're preparing your heart to receive the body of Christ, to receive his word. So basically, when I kneel, a lot of people say it differently. When I kneel, me persino and I kneel, I say, God, let my ears hear your word. Let my mouth really taste, you know, in the Bible. You can say it in Spanish. Yeah, like I do tell him, like, que mis oídos estén abiertos, que mi mente se abra, you know, like, para poder escuchar tu palabra, que todas las distracciones del mundo se vayan fuera. Like, I'm just here for you. I want this moment to be ours, you know, and prepare my heart, and I'm sorry for my sins, blah, blah, blah. And then, that's it.
So then when we got to church, it was like right on time, you know, so Roland no se hincó. And then we later on heard that somebody was saying like, oh my God, ni se hincaron, right? And then I didn't know, right? Yeah. I didn't know. And then I was like, I took it more like, dang, like...
why couldn't you tell us?
Or no, yeah, not even that. Like, why criticize?
Yeah.
You don't know if I know that you're supposed to do that.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why Catholics have that image. Like, you're criticizing the people because they're going to church. But then you're criticizing because they don't go to church.
Yeah.
Like, so what... You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then, because me and Ronnie were talking about it, and... like
so
he said
that part, you don't have to kneel. You just have to do reverence as soon as you walk into mass. You know, like, as soon as you reverencia, have reverence. But you don't have to kneel. Like you can be as long as you have reverence. You come in.
But what do you mean by reverence? Oh, okay, like that, like just
you do your like
you're paying your respect,
or you kneel in one knee, te persinas, and then you go inside your banca and you can have a seat. You don't have to put down the banquito and like you don't have to do that. That's just like. If you want to have a little, if you're on your own time and you want to have a little one-on-one with God, you don't have to.
Yeah,
you don't
so
have
then
to do that.
I was telling, we're in there. So we're talking about it, right? And then Roland just ended up telling me like that he has a bunch of faith, right, in God, but he says that he's really getting into this point in his life where he's disliking going to church because he's like, well, go to church, and then all you hear is just like, oh, todos los niños están en su teléfono, y ustedes están listos para irse para la carne asada, like just things like that, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, go. Roland's going like this, like he has to go to a restroom, and I'm just like, okay, but and then Roland's telling me this, right, and I'm like, that's true, because the priests do come at you like they're giving you the word of God, right?
Pero regañándote.
Yeah.
And you're like, ¿para qué me estás regañando? Like,
yeah, like it's not enough that I'm here, right? Yeah. But
just tell me God loves me.
Yeah, literally.
Just tell me that if I'm good to him, he'll be good to me.
Yeah, but no se está, you know, he's just there. And then I told him, I never thought about maybe the padre critica a
you have to find a good priest.
Yeah, I need to. We need to.
Yeah.
Because
you're not going to the right church if you don't feel comfortable.
Well, not that I don't feel comfortable. I like going to that church because I feel like I can actually focus. Because if I go to another church and it's the Spanish mass, it's just everybody's talking. Yeah. It's so annoying. Like, I can't focus, you know. Mm-hmm. And we don't sit in the crying room because Milo can sit down for an hour and be quiet, you know. Mm-hmm. So then, but yeah, so I told her, what if the ladies at the church, you know, they have this image, las que están all about the church. They have this image where they're like, son bien criticonas, son bien chismosas, you know?
A lot of them. And they always want to, because I've been around them because I want to be also involved in the church. And pero even they make me feel like, oh, y'all are ugly, you know, because they want to be like, no, yo aquí mando, no, tú no tienes aquí mucho tiempo.
It's like a whole clique.
Yeah, like, and I'm just like, whoa, okay, my bad, you know, well, I don't, o tú no tienes el don de interpretar, like, oh, you don't have the gift. Okay, well, my bad, you know.
Let me go cut the hair.
Yeah, let me go use my gift somewhere else. So it's like, and it's more so with the elderly people.
Yeah, and it sucks, you know, because I told Roland, we were literally just talking about this yesterday. I was like, it's crazy because if I would have heard that person saying, oh yeah, ni se hincaron, I would have been like, well, you know, I didn't grow up in church. Yeah. Let me tell you, my grandpa did not believe in God. He was like a straight up
atheist.
I got myself here. Nobody else got me here. Yeah. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, that was his mentality. So my grandma being like Catholic and believing in God, she would tell me like, just pray for him.
Yeah.
You know, he's wrong. Just pray for him. But she wouldn't tell me to his face. She would just tell me like, just nomás pray for him, right? And she would always, every morning in my room, she had like a little altar. And that's where like, I was in the room and I'm like, she would bring carnations and tenía las pictures and she would do a prayer every morning and every night. Every night and every morning. Like, I remember she would stand there and do a prayer and that was that, you know? So that's what I grew up with. Mm-hmm. I didn't start going to church. One time my mom and my stepdad took me to church and we left right before. I vividly remember we went to the Harrisburg church. You know, the Catholic, La Inmaculada. Yes. That's what it's called, right?
Conception. Yeah. Inmaculada Concepción.
Yeah, that one. We went to that one. And I remember that when we went, we were standing for most of the misa because we obviously got there late, right?
It gets packed.
And it gets packed. So then I remember we left as soon as the people started getting the body of Christ.
Oh, they're like, bye.
Yeah.
We heard the predica. Let's go.
Yeah. So my thing is, like, I never really realized that I never really grew up in church.
Yeah. And you didn't even know probably that was wrong.
And I didn't even know that. I was ready to go, too. Like,
yeah.
You know,
you're like, great.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Yeah. So I would have, my response to that person would have been like, well, you don't even know what I know.
Yeah.
Like, instead of criticizing, teach me.
Yeah.
Or explain to me. Yeah. The people that have taken the time to explain to me has been my tia, that she just introduced me going to church on Sundays.
Yeah.
Vamos a ir a la iglesia. Vamos a ir. Because I was with her and my cousins, you know. And then when I met Roland's mom taught me a bunch of stuff. Like, a bunch, you know. Like she just introduced more stuff to me that I was willing to learn, you know. Yeah. So my point is, everything about the church I was talking about because we were talking about your wedding, and, you know.
And then the experience that you had in Mexico. And
then the experience that I had or whatever. But
I've had to tell somebody mid-mass because they were walking with the body of Christ. They were just walking around and, like, breaking it in pieces.
Like, okay, so, like, I know that you're not supposed to do that,
exactly,
right?
But I knew this girl didn't know. And I knew that it was my responsibility to go and teach her. Yeah. Like, you cannot do that with the body of Christ, right? So I went quietly. I told Kike, like, Kike, this girl is just walking down the aisle, breaking the bread of, you know, breaking the body of Christ. And eating it piece by piece.
Yeah. When you don't even know if technically, like, you're dropping.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
like, see, I didn't even know that until Roland's mom told me.
Right. So I went and I talked to her and I was like, hey, like, I'm sorry.
I don't mean to be nosy and criticona.
I don't
want to come off like that.
I told her, like, I don't mean to startle you, right? But you're supposed to take the body of Christ, like, right away. You know, I was like, is this your first time here? You know, like, are you Catholic? God. I asked her, are you Catholic? And she's like, yeah, I am. You know, so she didn't know. And I was like, oh, okay, well, what you have in your hand is the actual body of Christ. That's what Catholics believe, you know. It's like, and it's a precious thing. And you should consume it right away. And she was just looking at it like,
maybe I shouldn't consume it then,
yeah,
right?
I was scared. Yeah, and I was like, yeah. And she just kept fidgeting with it. And I was like, put it in your mouth. I was like, just put it in your mouth.
Put it in your mouth and put it in mine.
Just put it in your mouth. Yeah, and I was like, no, yeah. And I just told her, like, you know, la consagración, that's when the bread becomes the body of Christ. And she's like, oh, okay, well, no, I'm so sorry. I was like, no, don't be sorry. You don't have to be sorry.
You didn't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But back to your wedding, though. It was fun. I really enjoyed it. I liked the games, you know. I did like that. It's funny because every time it was something, I would tell Roland, like, do you know what I'm wearing? Like, you know, because that was one of the games, like, for them to see what they were wearing.
Turn around. What am I wearing?
Yeah. And I remember I was like, when we left, I was like, feel my hand. Do you think you'd recognize it? And he's like, yeah, I think I would recognize it, you know. But obviously being blind. So, guys, the game was that 10 girls had to line up. We all had to take our rings off. And Kike had to go down the line blindfolded to find what hands were Alondra's, right? I was nervous. I was like, man, this guy...
And we had to take off our rings.
Yeah, we had to take off the rings. I had to give my rings to, I guess...
somebody else.
Like somebody that I didn't even know. And I was like, man...
he had to go down the line just touching our hands.
Yeah, and then he was like... The way he was grabbing your sisters, like, just... Like, if he couldn't figure it out, like... If it was, you know, yours.
He was stuck a little bit.
Yeah, did he tell you how he felt or no?
Yeah, he did. He's like,
because I saw him going with the
how like aguados my fingers are. That I have like very flexible fingers.
Oh, is that why he was going like that?
Because I have really flexible fingers. He always plays with them. I told him that during mass, he's always playing with my fingers during mass. Like we're just like listening to the priest, and he's just like going off with my fingers, just playing with them because they're very flimsy.
No wonder he did say he touched your fingers a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I was like, he got it.
He better.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really cool. And then obviously Alondra, the guys were sitting down, so she had to go around blindfolded and like
touching their hair.
Yeah, but she's a barber, so she obviously knew everybody's haircut there.
Yeah.
And then the other game, y'all did what consejo do you feel like you took the most out of that game were the couples that had been married for like a long time?
I think, well, really all of them are really good, but I think the main advice that you've given me, that everybody else that they were giving us, is like, there's gonna be times that you guys are not gonna want to talk, but always communicate. You know. It's background noise.
Babe, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Oh yeah, right.
But yeah, so that was the
Dude,
wedding.
we can put a timer.
Oh yeah. Oh well, I guess we can go before we wrap up to go on a break.
I'll talk about the vacation
when we get back. Yeah. So how was ending the wedding day night for you?
It was amazing. It was tiring.
So you both just went home?
Yeah, we went home, and then my family, like my mom, my dad, my sisters,
the immediate family?
They all went to the apartment, brought the gifts, because we took off. Like, as soon as that exit, we took off, and then they packed everything up for us, llevaron to apartments, and then they were like, oh, open up the gifts here for us, and yeah.
Okay, so I saw that's where you posted the ninja picture.
The ninja?
Like the...
Oh, yeah, opening up, yeah.
Okay, that is a lifesaver. But with that being said, guys, we're going to go on a quick break, and we'll be back. And we are back. So, should I put this like this? No, that's weird, right?
Yeah, that's weird.
It needs to go back like this. La siento como aguadilla, como un poquito aguitada. But so y'all went home or whatever, and then your honeymoon.
Okay, so we landed in Puerto Rico
Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday, and then our Airbnb was right in front of the ocean. It was beautiful.
So y'all stayed at an Airbnb?
Yeah, we stayed in 2 Airbnbs. The first one, it was
why an Airbnb though?
We don't like
the hotels. Oh, okay.
Well, personally, I don't like them. I don't know, Kike. I don't think he cares. But me, I was like, oh, I want an Airbnb in front of the beach.
Oh, fuck. Sorry.
So, what did we do? Monday.
Besides each other.
Yeah. Stop it.
Doesn't she have a glow? Roland literally just walked in and it's like, you have a glow. And
You're
I'm
giving
like,
up this glow. I'm like, I'm
this
a senora.
marriage glow? Like, she just got laid. So, okay. We're not going to talk about that. But you got, y'all went to the Airbnb and then how was that? Like,
so Monday we really didn't do anything. Then we picked up our vehicle, the rental, and I don't know, we just did a lot of adventurous things, like going to visit El Viejo San Juan and La Cueva del Indio.
Yeah, I saw you posting like the pictures and I'm like, it looks really nice. Yeah. Roland went to Puerto Rico.
Really? For what?
His bachelor party.
Oh wow!
He went over there.
Did he go party or did he go and look at the nature?
Roland's really not like, they went to go hike and he said they went to a strip club like one night or something like that. But it was more like they went to go explore. I think they went to Bacardi. I think it's over there, no?
I don't know.
It's like, I don't know if that's it. Alcohol.
Yeah, they do. Somebody had told us about that somewhere in Calle Loíza or something like that.
No, I don't know, but yeah, he said he's been wanting us to go, but
I love doing the adventurous things. Like even though I got like bitten everywhere.
I know.
Yeah, everywhere my legs.
I was
bad.
like,
Kike, like I would.
Him too?
No, well,
just
him
you?
too, but I got it really bad.
But like how? Because guys, so she has a lot of picadas, like bites on all over her body.
Yeah, but they're called sand fleas. That's what they had told us, because I was asking.
So like, what did they say? Like, you said it te lo dijeron en español? ¿Son pulgas de arena?
No, they were like sand fleas. They know Spanish and English.
No, duh, girl.
Yeah, like they speak, but a lot of people think like they only speak Spanish.
No, I know they speak both, but like I didn't know if they said
no
like,
sand fleas.
Oh, that's what they were saying, sand fleas. That's wild.
Yes, and we caught a couple of them because you could barely even see them. Yeah, you could barely see them. So you were just
laying down on the sand y te estaban picando or what?
No, not laying down. I was like sitting there or walking, just walking through the beach.
And they were climbing your body with you not realizing.
They fly.
They fly?
Yes, they fly. Which is worse. I'm like, a flea flying? That's crazy. I thought they just jump.
Oh yeah, I thought they jumped.
Yeah, but they're sand fleas that fly. They come out of the sand and they fly around the sand.
So you were toda picoteada the whole time?
Yes. And like at night I would wake up and I would just be scratching myself, and pobrecito Kiki, he would wake up and be like, oh, you remember crema? Yeah, like the one that to get rid of the itch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
It sucked. But I had so much fun.
How is it right now? Like, does it?
No, it's not bad
itch?
anymore. No, hombre, ya están todas costrosas. Look. Look.
Oh my god, it is bad.
And then yesterday me puse limón.
To like help it or what?
Yeah, like the citrusy. My mom, she's like, ponte limón so that it can heal faster.
So how was it for you to see your parents? Like once you got back, have you seen them, right?
Yeah, I already saw them.
How was that? Like
normal.
It was normal. Like,
yeah, like my sister picked us up from the airport, and then I went to go see my parents because we left my car in their house. So yeah, but yeah, it was normal.
It wasn't like, dang, I don't live here anymore.
Yeah, well, whenever that same night, going back to the apartment, I started crying. And he goes like, "You're crying?" I was like,
"You're done. Like we're good."
Yeah. Why are you crying? And I was like, I don't know. It's just like
I'm emotional.
Yeah, I was like, dang, like I don't live here and I don't live there anymore. Like I have to go. When we were on vacation, I had a dream. I kept dreaming crazy stuff, but one of those dreams was that we got back from our honeymoon and he went to his house and I went to my parents.
Like normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just not used to it. Yeah. I was gonna ask you though. So I know that Kike's parents aren't together, but was his dad there?
Yeah.
Was he the one wearing the baseball cap?
No. Who was wearing a baseball cap?
Like there was somebody wearing a hat.
No.
And I told Ronnie, I'm like, I really wonder who his dad is. Like I was trying
He looks just like him. His dad looks just like him.
Was he there with another lady?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I think I know who you're talking about. Was he one of the ones that had been married for a long time?
No.
Oh, okay.
They didn't stand up to do anything. Cuando salga el video or a picture of him, I'll show you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I got you guys something from Puerto Rico.
You did? Yeah. So thoughtful.
I know.
Okay. Should we open it together or just by myself?
Oh, yeah, you can open it by yourself.
But is it for both of us? Or
yeah, it's for both of you. So it's basically like, it's really good for the holidays. Now que vienen los holidays, it's like a traditional something. Ahorita que lo abras. It's a traditional drink.
Okay. Coquito?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it has
coconut milk?
It has liquor in it.
Oh, it does. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's like rum.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna do something for my birthday. Yeah. I was gonna tell you and Kika to come.
Te lo tienes que tomar bien frío, like it cannot be.
Yeah, I just saw it says shake well, keep refrigerated. So did you guys drink this over there?
We took one shot from that. Just to try it. They were like, do you want to try it? We're like, yeah, sure. So we, a ver, espérame.
8%, dude?
¿Qué tiene el price?
8% of alcohol?
Is that a lot?
Yeah, a beer has like, well, I guess, I don't know. It just depends.
Pero por ser así de grande?
Well, I don't think you drink. I think you drink it as shots, or is it like a mixed drink?
No, I think as shots.
Oh, then I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. So we had a little bit of it.
It's cute.
We had a little bit of it, and it's pretty good. It tastes milky.
Yeah, it looks like it'll be taste like como horchata.
Yeah.
Does it taste like that?
No.
Well, it says coconut milk.
Yeah, it's just like milk and
cinnamon
liquor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for thinking of us.
Y'all are gonna like it. It's pretty good.
I'm pretty sure I'll like it. I feel like I've seen something similar to this, but esta la hacen allá or what?
Yeah, it's like they invented that basically.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, with the name, Alemani Coquito. I like it. I'm excited. I'm gonna try it for my birthday. It's gonna land on a Friday, December 22nd. Yes. So I'm probably gonna do something super intimate here at the house. No, I'm just thinking of literally just the host.
Yeah.
I say literally like it's a little bit, but it's a little bit for me because I'm not gonna invite people that I normally invite, you know. But I'm thinking about just doing like the hosts, my group of cousins, which just them alone, it's like
it's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. But I don't know if they'll all make it, you know. But and then my like 5 friends, which out of them, probably only 2 will come. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So, yeah. And then I told her, I'm not going to invite, like the adults, like
Why?
My tios or tias, because then I feel bad, because then at least if I'm inviting, like, the crowd, if I invite, like, as much as I would love to spend my birthday with, like, everybody,
yeah.
then it just becomes like a big party.
Yeah.
And this is the reason why I can never have small gatherings.
Yeah.
Because then I start feeling guilty. Like, I start feeling like, well, let me invite my tío Sergio and my tía Sonia. But then I also have to invite my other tío and my tía. And then I have to invite my other tía. And then I have to invite my dad. And then I have to invite my grandma.
And you start becoming a people
And then
pleaser.
I'm like, yes. And then I'm like, well, then if I'm inviting my family, then I have to invite your family. And it just becomes too much. So I told Roland today, I'm like, originally, he's like, I'm going to do a party for you. And I'm like, nah, I don't want anything. But my friend told me today, Amy was like, no, just do like a small gathering. Like just something small, you know? And then I'm like, okay. I was like, well, then I just won't invite the adults, like the older generation, right? And then, so I told Roland, and he's like, well, who are you going to invite? And I'm like, my cousins, my 5 group of friends, the hosts, that's it. The co-hosts, that's it. And he's like, okay, are you sure?
Yeah. No.
I was like, I don't know what's the right answer. But yeah, so I'm not even inviting his parents. You know, because if I invite his parents, then they're gonna want to invite one of Roland's tío, which they're always together. And then I'm gonna be like, well, no, because I'm not inviting my tíos.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I just said, no, I'm just gonna do something small. We're gonna do it in the backyard.
Yeah, and I'm sorry for you if you feel bad.
Well, I mean, it's not even that. Oh, I'm choosing like I'm choosing my hosts over family. No, it's just something. Just not. It's not even a party. Just a little gathering. Yeah. You know, outside or whatever. But yeah, so we'll try it then. Hopefully, you guys can make it. So once you were in Puerto Rico, what else did y'all do? What was your favorite thing there?
My favorite was going to the Yunque.
The what?
El Yunque.
Oh, Roland's talked about that place.
Yes, dude, I love that place. Tiene como like a lot of natural, natural slides from rocks. Like you can slide yourself down. Yeah,
So did y'all swim a lot?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We did. I mean, like, not swim.
But like get in the water.
Yeah, we did. We got in the water a lot.
You look a little bit more dark.
Yeah.
Más prietita.
Yeah, también my arms look.
Yeah, your arms. We're kind of matching now.
No,
you were a little bit lighter than me.
I'm way darker now.
Here, let me see.
Look.
You see? You're like golden.
Yeah.
Dang, I look pale compared to you now. Well, I'm already, ya se me está quitando mi tan. Yeah. But I feel like that's how I looked when I was like...
Dude, even my hairs look kind of orange.
And then, so what was the place called again?
El Yunque.
El Yunque.
Yeah.
And what is it, like a park or...
No, it's like literally...
Like a forest?
It's a river. It's a natural river in the middle of the forest. Oh, and it has like rocks.
So you have to walk.
Yeah, you have to definitely hike to get there. Okay. It's a literal hike. Like it's not easy.
Would you be interested in hiking?
Yes.
Okay, so I want to go hiking in here in Texas. The highest point of Texas, the highest natural point of Texas. Yeah. It's like a hiking thing.
It's like 6 hours away from here, no?
Yeah. Yeah. I think I told you, right? Yeah. Yeah. That'd be nice to do.
Dude, yes.
Yeah.
But knowing you, out of breath.
Girl, I'll give you some good hiking shoes. I did yoga and I was good. I just gotta keep trying.
So we went to Colorado last year or 2 years ago. And we did a hike. Dude, you can't hike in Colorado.
Well, no, pero ahí porque el weather is like...
The elevation. Like, you just cannot breathe. Like, you give 2 steps and you're out of breath.
I know. You know, my friend Amy, she was dying because of that. Ella se fue para allá, and then she says que she didn't even realize...
How bad the elevation. You can't.
So she said she was like in the restroom, como no me acuerdo si dijo que estaba desmayada or something. And they had to like come get her. Like it was like crazy. She's like, I was in the hospital. And I was like, that's crazy.
And they even sell the freaking oxygen. Like they sell oxygen.
And it's not like that in Puerto Rico.
No,
right?
it's not.
It was just more like a hiking. Just
yes. The thing is, like, hay muchas como there's just bugs, insects everywhere. They have chickens everywhere and they have insects everywhere. They don't have like animals that prey on the chickens. Like they don't have they don't have lions or jaguars.
What about like snakes? Somebody told me that.
Very
snakes,
minimal. Like, tienen como like they
only have a lot of chickens or what?
Yes, they have a lot of chickens. They only have like water snakes and stuff like that. They probably have like one poisonous snake. And the worst, they were telling us that the worst animal there that will do a lot of harm to you is this type of spider. A type of spider. Yeah, that they even have it here on the States. So
that's crazy.
Yeah. And I'm like, what the heck? Dude, there was frogs in the second Airbnb because we stayed in the middle of the forest in the second Airbnb. It was like a little igloo.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And there was frogs everywhere.
Inside?
No, not inside the dome.
Outside. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a dome. It was not inside. It was like outside in el baño.
Could you hear them?
Yeah, you could hear them. They would be singing the whole night.
Wait, the restroom was outside the dome?
Yeah. Everything, like the shower was outdoors. Where you poop is outdoors. Like the kitchen was outdoors.
Screwed. Yo me paro a hacer pipí in the middle of the night.
Yeah, everything was outdoors. And there was frogs everywhere. At night. And en el día, they would all go. They wouldn't be out. But they're called coqui, and they're like little frogs.
Oh, that's where they got the coquis son como las de allá, right?
Yeah, and then they literally sing coqui all night.
Oh,
yeah,
that's why.
Yeah, they literally sing that all night. Yeah.
That is crazy. My grandma used to. That was like her favorite
animal.
Really, the frogs. Yeah. So I always think they're ugly, but I relate them to her. You know, because she said she had killed one. I think when she was little, and she just felt like.
So
that
bad.
En la noche, like she could hear the frog, como que like if it was haunting her.
Yeah.
So since then, she told herself that she was gonna love them or something like that. That's what she told me. I don't know if it's true, you know, or something within those lines, right? Like that story or whatever. So I know what you mean. Hearing them at night, because when we used to go to Huntsville a lot, like we used to have a house in front of a lake, right? And a bunch of frogs se escuchaban anoche.
Yeah.
Pero eran like those
the big toads.
Todas ugly.
So I think one time, somebody did witchcraft in our house through those big toads, porque we found 10 of them inside the house one day.
Inside your house?
Yes, inside. Dude, and my mom was like, no, this has to be brujeria from someone. Like abajo del trapeador, inside of the fridge, not the fridge, inside of the, ¿cómo se llama where you shower? The tub. Yeah, like everywhere.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and my mom was like, no, this is not good. This has got to be some bad.
Yeah, my mom también una vez, not like frogs or toads or anything like that, but I remember in one of the houses we used to live at, we found como huesos like in front of the house.
Yeah.
And I remember that she was like, oh, it was so and so, and I was so mad. So mad because I was just like, who in the right mind comes to wish bad upon somebody?
Yeah.
You know? And I remember it was supposedly one of my mom's tias, right? And I remember I went up to her and I'm like, I don't like that. I don't like agree with that. But the fact that you're wishing bad upon my mom is not okay. You know? And I remember just going off, you know, but I was telling her in Spanish. And I was just so upset because I was just like, I saw them and I was just like, what the heck is this? Like, as much as I don't want to believe in witchcraft, the same way that there's good, there's bad, you know? But, I mean, it's not like, I don't think it's different stuff. Like, el ojo, I think it's somebody, not because they're staring at you, you're going to get a fever. Yeah. I don't think that. Yeah. But I do think that somebody can, like, look at you and
con malas intenciones.
Wish so much bad, like, towards you, you know? Yeah. And so that energy can flow towards you and you could feel some type of way. Yeah. I believe that, yes. But I don't believe an egg can cure that feeling. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I tell my mom, I'm like, you realize you're heating up that egg with your hand.
That's why it looks cooked when you break it.
Yeah. Like, but, I mean, everybody has their own beliefs. You know, everybody has their own superstitions or whatever. So, what else did they tell y'all? Like, did you hear anything, like, scary or interesting, besides the chickens?
Oh, a lot of people came up to us. A lot of young people came up to us asking us if we wanted to smoke weed. Like, oh, you want to buy weed? Yeah, like, random people. We would just be chilling on the beach, and they'd be like...
Te vieron cara de...
Yeah, and I was like, no, we're good. Like, no, we're good. But, yeah, like, we would be driving.
How did Kike feel about that?
Kike was like, this is crazy. Like, people just don't care.
Has he ever smoked?
Yeah, he has.
Oh, wow.
Pero no, yeah.
I'm pretty surprised.
Pero not, like... like addict like me, you know. Like he was, it wasn't a thing for him. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we would just be driving, and then out of nowhere they'd be like, hey, like, do you want to buy? And we're like, oh no, we're good. Las calles están bien narrow. Only one car fits, so you have to be honking at every turn.
Por si alguien viene,
yeah. Because y'all can both be like coming at each other.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The crazy thing is that we never saw a car accident. Never. There was not one. We were there for like 10 days. There was not one car accident that we witnessed.
Well, thank God. Maybe they're just used to
And here in Houston, dude, every day I witness a car accident.
Dude, literally coming home from picking up Milo, some truck was driving. Edgebrook is like a terrible area.
Yeah.
If you're not paying attention, you
Se
can
te
literally get hit, or you can hit somebody because they just like, you know, what is it called? They cut you.
Yeah.
Right? But that's crazy though. That's good though, because they're used to, you know, how they drive or whatever. I never saw an accident in El Salvador either.
Wow. And you know, like, they don't have, like, restrictions like that.
And Mexico either. I don't think I've ever seen, like...
It's crazy. They don't have restrictions. They don't have luz verde, luz roja. They don't have...
Well, they do in Mexico.
Very minimal,
but it's
stop
minimal,
signs.
Yeah, like, I remember when we went to Mexico this weekend with my in-laws. My suegro was driving, and they took me to, like, a new little town so I can go see it or whatever. There was supposed to be like a fiesta there, and I had never been, so I was like, oh wow, like it's a nice little ranchito, right?
Yeah.
And then there was a stop sign, and my suegro didn't stop, and I'm like, there's a stop sign, you need to stop. And he's like, nadie para aquí, and he just kept going. I'm just like, oh,
dude, literally, there was a red light. We were chilling in the red light, somebody just zoom right, and Kika was like, what the heck, like nothing.
That's how you know y'all are from here.
Yeah, he knew we were not from Puerto Rico because we were right there chilling on that red light.
Y'all were literally following instructions.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So whenever y'all got back yesterday, right?
Yeah, we got back. No, yes, we got back yesterday.
Tuesday,
last night.
Yeah, last night. How was it sleeping in y'all's apartment?
I was like,
oh wait, never mind. That was not y'all's first night.
Yeah,
it was the wedding night,
yes.
Right? Oh, okay.
I was like, oh, we're back.
Have
like,
you cooked for him already or no?
No, dude.
You haven't cooked for him? Damn.
We haven't had any time.
You're already failing as a wife, girl.
We have not had any time. This dude hasn't worked.
He hasn't worked. He can cook for himself. And you work today?
Yeah, I'm working today.
Oh, well, but you haven't worked all day.
Yeah, I haven't worked at all since the vacation, but
no, yeah.
I'm going to work. Kika's going to Mexico, like in a week or something.
Wait, let's talk about that when we get back.
Yeah.
We are back, guys. So he's leaving to go see his family. That
yes,
we're gonna go, right?
He's leaving to go see his family in Mexico.
And when is he coming back?
This dude is not gonna work. He's just not gonna work these 2 weeks
to the new year.
Yeah, he's probably not gonna work till January. So he got me working. So that's why I got him cooking.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, and it should be like that. Like, you know, me and Roland are talking about like flipping the scripts too. Where I'm gonna take on more work and he's gonna start working from home.
Him, yeah.
And I'm like, but that means you gotta pick up Milo from school.
And he's like, I know.
And he's like, yeah, I'm down for that. And I'm like, and you gotta cook. Yeah. But I know he doesn't mind cooking, right? And for me, I'd rather Roland cook because he cooks really good, you know. So I'm like, that means you gotta cook. And he's like, I'm down with that too. And I'm like, okay, I don't mind taking more work, you know, with Faith. Honestly, beyond blessed with Faith. I'm working with an attorney. Did I tell you?
Yes, you did tell me.
Okay. So beyond blessed with Terry and Faith. So super happy about that or whatever. But,
and I love the name Beyond Blessed. That's what I have in my business. Like my business, como se dice? Whenever you have like a little phrase under like faiths, then you have it's blessed beyond measure.
Blessed beyond measured. Oh, okay. No, that's not their names. I'm just saying I feel beyond blessed. Beyond blessed.
Yeah.
Faith is Shop Local Market and Terry has McGovern Law Firm. It's two different businesses. Yeah. But I'm working with both of them. So I told Roland, I'm like, they're down to give me more work, but I don't have the time in the day.
Yeah.
Unless you quit your dad's and work at home, you know. And so I'm kind of I've been pushing him.
So you're gonna be like the
man of the house. No, I'm just kidding. He's still gonna be bringing in money. But I told him I've been pushing Roland to do this for like a year already. Mm-hmm. But I've been not like this. I was telling him, quit your dad's. Let me get a full-time job. Let me get a full-time job, and let me just bring in the money, mm-hmm. and then you bring in that money. Yeah. Grow our businesses, because you have the potential to grow them. Yeah. Not that I don't, but his creativity can do it. You know what I mean? So,
and he's passionate about it.
And he is passionate about it. And then so I feel like I'm kind of barely, because I feel like now he's more okay with it because he sees that I'm actually happy working with Faith and with Terry. So I feel like he's like, okay, if you're happy doing what you're doing, I don't mind. Yeah. Taking a leap.
He can feel like he's reliable on you now.
Yeah. He would have been reliable before, but he knew that the pressure of working a full-time job, and maybe I wouldn't have been happy. Would have maybe put a little bit more pressure on him. I don't know. Maybe that's why.
He would have felt like, no, I can't because she's not happy. Yeah. And I want her to quit.
Yeah, literally.
And I want her to quit.
Yeah. So I feel like I'm barely like pushing him. Like, okay. Yeah. So I told him in January. I kind of was like in January. He's like, all right, in January, we're going to maybe take that leap. And I'm like, yeah. That's I was crazy. Like, you can work on marketing for Milo, for Mercado Milo. And then he could sell more stuff, you know. Help me with AI Mas or whatever, which I'm going to give a drop date. We're going to drop December 22nd.
Your birthday!
On my birthday. I just thought about that today, too. Super clap. I'm hoping to work on some designs, you know, with Roland. Hopefully have some designs done by next week. And then I have to work on my marketing because I want to
I know you told me it was going to be crazy.
It's not going to be crazy, but it's like I want
different.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah. I want to do like a video. Yeah. And that video is it's gonna be my video, you know? Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna drop that Friday on my birthday, which shout out to Amy because she's like, I kind of told her the idea and she's like, do it on your birthday. And I'm like, I should do it on my birthday, right? And she's like, yes, drop on your birthday. Like, it'll be a great way. And then we could just celebrate, you know, while we are gathering over there or whatever. I'm like, okay, that's a good idea. It'll be pre-orders though, because I'm not gonna order inventory. It's just gonna be pre-orders, and then we're gonna close them out, and hopefully it'll be a great way to wrap up the year and my birthday. But yeah.
That's fun. That's exciting.
Yeah. So that's happening for me in December. And Kike's going out of town. When is he coming back?
On I don't know. He leaves on the 14th or the 12th. And I think he comes back on the 20-something. It's a week.
Oh, okay.
Like the 21st probably.
Oh, okay. That's a Thursday.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't remember. I have it on my calendar. Oh, okay. Pero no me acuerdo. Yeah, on Thursday. He comes back on Thursday, the 21st. Oh, okay.
So I better see you at my birthday.
He's going to be here for the 22nd.
That's the only reason I'm asking. But that's good. How are you feeling like going into the holidays married now? Like, do you feel like it's different?
Yeah, it totally is. It's really different because
y'all have to split him now, no?
Yeah, because before I was like, no, you can stay with your family. I'll stay with mine. I wouldn't expect him to show up on Christmas with my family, you know? I'm like, dude.
You're just my boyfriend.
Yeah, go enjoy your time with your family.
Y'all weren't even engaged for holidays, right?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so yeah. Have y'all thought about how y'all are going to split him or not?
Yeah, we already thought for Christmas, we're going to go with his family first to Mass and to have dinner. And then we're going to go with my family.
So spend midnight with your family. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then New Year's?
And then New Year's just with my family because his family doesn't really celebrate New Year's. They don't celebrate it. They just like watch a movie and wait for the New Year's para darse un abrazo and then they go to sleep. But my family, like, they do games and they like to get crazy and...
Yeah, without drinking, right?
Yeah, without drinking. Well, yeah, there's drinks, but like nobody gets drunk.
Yeah. Your mom seems like very serious.
She is the most hilarious little lady ever, dude. Pero se ve con la cara like she's just resting her face and she's like looking at everybody like she's mugging.
I feel like your dad smiled. Yeah. And I saw your mom and I smiled at her and I don't feel like she smiled back. I was like, okay. I tried to smile to your little sister. I think she smiled back.
So my little sister...
I said hi to...
Stephanie,
yeah.
My little sister también tiene como... Her face is very just serious. Like very...
And she looks cute pregnant.
Yeah, she looks really cute pregnant. But my mom, she's just very hilarious. She's a jokester. So a lot of people always say like, yo no sabía tu mamá, like, you know, my friends from church, they're like, dude, I love your mom, like she's hilarious, because she really is a funny lady, but I don't know, she's always had this mean face on her.
She doesn't have a welcoming face.
And she doesn't look Mexican. A lot of people tell me that
she doesn't look Mexican.
A lot of people say that she looks like from El Salvador or
Central
from Honduras.
American. She does look Central American. Yeah, she does.
And so whenever we were...
What part of Mexico is she from?
From El DF, del Distrito Federal. So whenever we were crossing the border and immigration caught us, they told her, no lady, like, you robbed these children, you're Central American and these kids are Mexican. And so they were trying to send my mom to
El Salvador.
Yeah. I was like, where the hell is El Salvador at? You know? My mom didn't know. And they were asking her, where are you going? My mom was just saying, yo voy al norte, voy pa'l norte. She didn't know, like, she was coming to Houston or the United States. She didn't know. She just knew El Norte. She's like, I don't know, yo voy al norte. She's like, no, usted es El Salvador.
Pero wait, so I know you talked about that story, but your dad was already here.
Yeah, he was already here. Just waiting for us, basically. But it took us like 4 tries.
Yeah, I remember
to be able to cross.
Saying.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know, but it's crazy that even from back then, my mom
she does have that, like, a Central American face. She doesn't have
a Mexican face.
Well, honestly, like, thinking about it, like, your sisters don't either. Yeah. They don't look...
My little sister, they've always confused her with Asian. They've always asked her, like, oh, what part of
I think you're the one that looks the most Mexican.
Yeah.
Out of... And your dad. Your dad looks like he's from Mexico.
Well, we have, like, Middle Eastern in us. I did tell you, right?
Sí.
Yeah.
And I said, te crees Kim Kardashian. Yeah. Okay. That's crazy. But yeah, your mom doesn't look. Yeah. So I was just like, I guess she needs to get to know me because I'm funny. I'm funny, you know.
We could both be funny.
Yeah, we can both be jokesters. But yeah, overall, the wedding was an experience. It was very different. I'm glad it was. And I'm glad that I was able to witness something like that.
Yeah.
You know, like, because I've never in mi familia, like, I don't think they'd ever do something. Like, I don't think we're that involved in church to know, you know?
Yeah.
And so it was good. I told Rollie, I'm like, I'm glad that...
Well, me and Kike have never witnessed a wedding like that either.
Okay.
We basically just planned it.
And I like how Kike took control.
Dude, I was like, is that my man? Like,
I was like, wow, is that Kike?
Yeah.
Kike talks? Like,
yeah.
I like that he took control, like...
He cried a lot.
Yeah, he did cry.
I did not expect for him to cry that much. I was like...
Wait, I saw him crying whenever y'all did the alabanza. That's when I saw him crying.
Yeah, no, he was crying at the altar.
And then... Oh, at the altar he was crying?
Yeah, like at the very end, whenever they came out with the frame, a gift.
We really couldn't see y'all's face. I couldn't see y'all's face.
And then when he was trying to explain to people about, like, we want this to be our first prayer, he was like,
oh my God, I love that. Yeah. I love that. That's what I'm saying. I love that he took control because it was manly of him to, like, I feel like I was expecting it from you.
Yeah.
Not from him, you know. I was like, all right. She got a man.
Yeah. You know? He's taking control.
He's taking control. Mm-hmm. She's letting it go. That was one of her things.
I even told him, I was like, I was so, like, amazed, like,
how he took control.
Yes. Yeah. I was like, what the heck? He knew what to say.
And he grabbed the mic like, this is what we're doing, all right? Yeah. I was like, yes, sir. Like, that's what we're gonna do. All right.
And it was very self, like, explained, you know, like, it was clear.
Yeah, it wasn't like you couldn't dumb it down. Yeah. Like, it was just like,
this is what the rules. This is what
you're doing. Grab a candle, bring it to the center, and we're gonna pray together. And I was like, okay, you know. And Milo was like, what are we doing? He was like so lost, and I'm just like, well, we're just praying, you know.
Yeah.
The only prayer he knew was the Padre Nuestro, because that's the one that we pray, you know.
Yeah.
And that's the one he was like, all right, let me just join in. Let me just join in the first line. And
don't be like Rollie and try to act like you're speaking in tongues. Okay, they're speaking in tongues. Let me speak too.
Nah, he was like, wow. And then there was like a lady towards like this side. Because we were like literally, I think we were like
right in
front of y'all, but towards the back.
Yeah.
And then on this side, there was like 3 ladies. I think they were together with the couple that did the prayers and stuff.
And
they were like you could tell they were feeling the alabanza.
Really?
And they were just like dancing side to side. I felt like Roland said, this is how a retiro feels. You know? And I've never been to a retreat.
I didn't know how everybody was.
I like that you guys were together, like just focused on each other. I like that, you know.
I didn't know what was going on. I couldn't even hear.
Yeah. And then some guy just one of the guys, I don't know, he was on this, it was the people on this side, I remember. And one of them, like, she was, like, 3 of them were, like, singing their heart out, you know. And I think that's what really threw us off, you know. And then Milo was just like,
why are they
that loud? What's going on? Like, what's going on, you know?
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay, like, I didn't know, you know.
Well, we got to take you to a retiro.
Well, Roland said, because Roland's been to retiros, right? I've never been. At least I don't think I have. And he was like, yeah, this is what a retiro feels like.
Yeah, he said, this is like, a little snippet of the Holy Spirit.
Yeah. I was like, I can see. Oh, and then when they dimmed down the lights, you know, I was like, all right, this is like super intimate, you know?
Yeah.
And then the guy walked around and he started grabbing people's hands to like touch y'all. Oh. And Roland's like, I'm not about to touch a person next to me.
Hermano, recibe el fuego de Dios.
Yeah, so he was like, what's going on? Yeah. Like, you know, he's like, I'm about to be like...
Dude, that wasn't planned. Nobody planned, oh, this guy, you're in charge of letting everybody touch each other. Like, no. That was planned.
No, but then he stopped. Like, I saw him literally go around. Yeah. And then he started grabbing everybody to connect y'all. Like, putting people around y'all. And then they started, like, praying on y'all, right?
Yeah.
And then Roland was like, oh, my God, I'm not about to touch. I don't know who was next to us.
Yeah.
And then I was like, in my head, I'm like, well, I'll stand in front of him, and then I'll just put my hand. So
and then you can put yours on mine.
So, yeah, that's what I was thinking. So he didn't feel like, you know.
I don't want to touch this guy.
But no, they just stopped. Then I realized that it was just more like the immediate family, you know. Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to lie to you. When you dance with your dad, I was like, oh my God, I want to cry. Because I remember you were
bawling.
I know, you were like, oh my God.
I was bawling my eyes out.
I just remember something else.
What?
Your niece.
She was bawling her eyes out?
Dude, oh my God. Like, I was just, Ronan's like, I was like, anything and everything.
That's my baby.
Everything and everything. She was crying. Mm-hmm. Like, she was crying. And I was just like...
I know. I asked her, I was like, why were you crying so much during the whole wedding?
She was crying the whole wedding.
Yeah.
I was just like... I told Roland, oh my God, her niece is crying. And then he's looking at her and she's like crying.
Yeah.
And then I was like, it's not that deep, right, babe? He just started laughing. But yeah, she was crying the whole thing. I was just like, damn. I did wonder, like, what is she thinking? Like, like, what is going in her head that she's feeling like so much emotion? Either is she happy or is she sad?
Mm-hmm. She said both.
Okay, yeah, because I figured that it was a mixture because it reminded me that when Roland proposed to me, my niece was crying because she was sad.
Yeah.
She was sad that we were getting married, you know. She didn't understand, but she was little though.
Yeah.
And so she reminded me of my niece when I saw her crying. I was just like that. And then with the prayer, she was crying. Mm-hmm. And then when you were dancing with your dad, she was crying. Well, I think I saw she was crying, and then Roland said, look at Stephanie, and she was like this on her phone, but I was like, she's probably recording them.
Yeah.
Like, you know?
So she's like, I don't care.
Yeah. But yeah, when you dance with your dad, I was like, oh my God, like, me dio mucha cosa, because I was like, I know she feels some type of way right now, like you, right? Because you had already told me that you were like, my dad,
that's my rock.
Yeah. And I was just like, oh my God. And then the whole episode of you talking about your dad was going through my head, and then you were crying, and then he was talking to you, right? And then I was just like, oh my God, that was crazy. Because I didn't dance with my dad. I danced with my mom for my wedding. And originally, obviously, I would have loved to dance with my grandpa, right? And then, but I ended up dancing with my mom. And it was good. It was like at the end of the day, me and my mom have had a rough relationship, but she deserved that dance, you know. But I also danced with my father-in-law. Like, I surprised him, like, with the dance. And he was just like, wait, what? You know?
Did he cry?
No, he was nervous though, and my suegro never gets nervous.
Really?
But because for our wedding,
felt like he was shaking.
He was like, "¿Por qué me hiciste esto?" You know. Yeah. But it was one of those things where like I wanted to gift him like a father-daughter dance because I know he doesn't have daughters.
Yeah.
So for me, it was like like I felt like he was like a father figure for me.
Well, now
you know?
He is like
like I feel like they always welcomed me. So by the time we got married, I mean, I was like already in their family, you know. So then I was like, any problem, I would call.
El papá de
Rolling, It's either my tío Sergio or like his dad, right? But like car issues or something, like he'll help me, like Rolling and his dad, you know. So then for my wedding, like I love seeing when brides are able to dance with their dads, because I always wonder, like, even with moms and daughters, I always wonder, like, damn, like, how is it to have, like, how much more simpler is your life having that great of a relationship with your parents? Like, I can only imagine.
Life is a lot more simpler.
Yeah, because, like, I can only imagine, like, the stress that you're avoiding having a great relationship with them, you know? So then seeing you dance, I was just like, oh my God, not like, oh, I want that, you know?
Yeah.
But sometimes I do think, like, damn, I wish I could have that, you know? But it was a beautiful moment, though.
I know.
Like, it was really nice, so.
I know, just like to hear my dad say, like, tu felicidad es la mía, you know?
Like, no wonder you were crying. Yeah. Like, I saw, like, as soon as, like, y'all were, like, about to dance, like, you just started crying. I was just like, oh, my God. Like,
dude, I couldn't. I was like, I'm not going to cry. I'm going to be fine.
Yeah.
But
what song did y'all dance?
I think it was, like, Yo Primero La Amé.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because then I told Roland, I was just like, when Kike danced with his mom, I was like, I can't see myself dancing with Milo.
Oh my goodness, dude.
I was just like, I'm the one that gets to dance with him, you know?
Yeah.
Because I'm the mom.
Yeah.
I was like, that's crazy. Like, I don't see it, you know? And then he's like, and then we both look at him, y ahí se está comiendo él la concha, like.
Como si nada, like.
Como si nada,
yeah.
like. Yeah. And
oblivious that he's going to get married one day, si Dios quiere.
Yeah, si Dios quiere. And then at first when he did see, he was like, that's Alondra? Like, you know, he was so confused.
Alondra?
Who's this guy? When Kike, like, todo ahí, you know, and Milo's like, what? Like, but overall, I'm glad that you're done. And
I know, dude. Like, now we can just, like, settle, focus on what's next, focus on...
What's next for y'all?
Really narrowing down our finances.
Okay.
Planning now what type of marriage we want to have. What are our values? What are our goals? What are our short-term, long-term goals? Establishing a relationship individually, but also together with the Lord, you know?
Mm-hmm. What about a baby? Did y'all talk about that?
Yeah, we have.
Are you in the mentality where, like, y'all don't want one, but if it happens, it's okay?
Right, yeah, ándale, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't want one now. It'd be ideal to have one, like, 2 years from now. Mm-hmm. Or a year, because I'm not young, you know?
Relax.
I'm not young. I'm about to be 28 in January.
Girl, I'm 28. Calm down.
But you have a kid.
Don't make me feel old. I'm about to be 29.
But you have one. You already started. You know how it is, how it goes.
I feel like I forgot.
Really? You forgot how to, like...
be a mom now.
Yeah,
no, not to be a mom.
Kid after. You're still a mom.
No.
Take care of a little infant. Like, you feel like you forgot.
Baby,
yeah. What it is to desvelarte and stuff.
Yeah, I don't think I look forward to it. Because it was rough.
Yeah.
The first few nights. The first year with Milo. Like,
I've had couples that they're like power couples, that they say that they wake up early and they, you know, that they have a good head over their shoulders. But when they had an infant, it really tested them. But they were like, dude, this is no joke.
It's not a joke.
And that terrified me. I'm like, dude, because I see myself as, I'm like, I got it. But to hear that somebody else has that mentality of like, nah, we're going to be good. And to go through it and say, this is not fun.
Let me tell you, before we end the episode, for us, we got it.
Yeah.
Obviously, you have no choice.
Yeah, you have to get it.
You have to get it.
Yeah.
Right? But it was to the point that you do lose a lot of sleep. Mm-hmm. So every time I see somebody pregnant...
You're like deprived.
Yeah. Sometimes every time I see somebody pregnant and I have the relationship where I can tell them, I'm like, take as many naps as you want and as you can now that you're pregnant. Like, I didn't even... Roland, thank God he let me nap, you know? Not that I needed his permission, right? But... Like, I was able to nap.
He never made you feel bad. Yeah.
No. But then when Milo was born, I feel like he did such a great job at helping me, you know. Yeah. And I can only imagine how it is to do it by yourself. Mm-hmm. You know, so Yeah, I'm excited for you guys. I'm excited to see, Don't be surprised if she ends up saying that she's pregnant in like 3 months, guys. And overall, before we ended, y'all did it, right?
Obviously, we did it.
So that's why you're glowing.
That's why I'm glowing.
Was it like what you expected? Yes or no?
It was more than what I expected.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great answer. All right. Well, with that being said, guys, she has to go to work, and I'm actually going to take Roland on a date today.
Oh, wow. Nice. Yeah. What are y'all?
We're going to go to dinner. Aww. I just, I watched the It's for the Chicas episode, and they were like talking about dates, and I'm like, we haven't been on a date. So I texted him, and he's like, I'm down. Where are you going? I don't know yet. I don't know. We're just going to go eat, but we're going to go drop off Milo.
To his parents?
Yeah, because he's like, what about our best friend? Oh. I was just like, well, he can't come.
It's you and I night.
Yeah, it's just me and him. So I'm excited for that. But other than that, I'm excited you're back and you're here safe. And
I'm excited to be back.
I know.
Yeah.
And to get back into routine, right? And with that being said, guys, thank y'all for watching. We hope y'all enjoyed this episode. And with that being said, don't forget to subscribe. Peace.
Bye.